What's up, everyone? I've determined that this is going to be game 64 of the series. So let me dive into game 64. Hopefully we get our loss back. Alright, so is he from Russia? Yeah. Hopefully it's an E4 kind of game. Nice. Hopefully this time I don't mess up the Karakan opening. Alright, I've got to remember I either have to play A6 or E6 if he takes. And they actually like knight C6 in this position as well. Okay. Very similar game to the last one. That's a bit of a different move. Imagine I could just play f6 here and kick him. This position is getting really complicated early on. Although that does disrupt my plans of playing e6. So I guess in that regard he succeeded. Okay, now I'm gonna play a6. Okay, so now we get the exchange. The only thing is this pawn is going to be harder to pick up now. Maybe I could still play e6 regardless. I did get a strong bishop out though, which is good. And I could pin him now and that would be very annoying. Because it is not easy to leave that pin. Actually, I guess it's very easy. I guess in this case it is very easy. Although, maybe then I play c4. Hmm. You could also play knight d2. Alright, this isn't too hard to leave, now that I think about it. Is this going to be a game where I tuck my king away on f7? Not quite sure. So he does choose to bring the knight over. So queen a4 isn't the most pleasant of moves. Yeah, maybe I play e6 here. Or do I take the pawn now that I have the opportunity? I'm going to take the pawn. It's not all that easy for me to recapture it, so... I didn't lose any material on the queen side, but it's kind of destroyed. Let me go here actually instead of a5. Okay, so we chose the castle. I should eventually choose to do the same. Kind of want to play g5 just to give myself some breathing room. But only kind of. I don't want to take on b2, that just seems like I'm asking for trouble. I'm gonna go for g5. Nah, I won't. Damn it, this is a tough decision. Whatever, we're gonna do it. Bishop goes to g3. My knight's gonna go to g7. Then my knight's gonna hopefully go to h6. Which one do I want to start with, the knight or the bishop? Probably the bishop. So if I move the knight and then he takes, the check's very awkward. So we're gonna do this. Um, so he's probably, excuse me, planning on playing rook c1 here. You know what? I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna put my queen up here if he does. This feels like the first good chess game of the day. All the other ones don't seem like they've been very good games. We might see a knight b3. No, we won't see a knight b3. His knight's stuck there. The queen's not even on d1 any longer, and that piece is still bothering him. Yeah, when in doubt, just queen trade. Position doesn't look so bad. Could be better, but I really want c6. I mean, once I castle, I'm pretty sure I could give it to him. Then I have b2. Actually, I don't want to give that to him, because then I'll get d5 as well. Well, luckily for us, he doesn't have a light squared bishop. Maybe this. But yeah, the whole thing with letting c6 fall is that d5 is likely going to fall as well. If it was just c6, then that's fine, I could trade for it, but... okay. I think I'm just going to castle. Alright, the time advantage at this point is significant, but he still has enough time to finish, so I can't do anything dumb. Alright. I have an idea of what he's thinking. He's thinking about putting the rook on e6 and then taking c6 by force. Yeah. So I can play a few moves here. I could first put my bishop on g6, just improve the diagonal. I'm going to start there. Then I might push c5. So when I push c5, he can't take that with the queen, obviously, because I take with a rook. Oh. He actually did it? Okay. Why not just better? I think I'm just better. Yeah. Alright, that was a tough game. I like that one. It's a shame it went down to him making a mistake. But I think I was better at the end anyway. So he was slightly better up until this point. I mean, this is nothing. I kept that pretty much at 1 the whole time. Do you want to go over that? Oops. Say like knight c6 earlier. I need to start doing that. Yeah, that was a weird move. They like h6, they also like c takes d. They also like queen to b6, just right here. I played this. Alright, so for the future I know to just go queen here, and then just continue normal development because it's not a threat. So I kicked him. He took, I took. He brings the knight out. Bishop just moves over to g4. Whoa. Oh, is that not good? They like g5. They like queen b6. They like h5. The h5 one I don't. Oh, I understand h5. It's trapped. Knight b to d2. Yeah, he's just positionally better. Here's what it is. Okay. So I took. Yep. He took. Ah, I missed h5. I missed that. And I should know better than anyone else, especially since I always put my bishop on g5. that that's a good move, because it traps the bishop. He goes here, he castled. I played g5, bishop g3, bishop g7, queen goes to a4, knight goes to h6, ch3, just h5. As you can see though, I'm neutralizing this game slowly. I think if it kept going I would have been okay. And there, queen a3. Right here. Put the rook in front. Oh, I didn't mean to hit play. So now they like castles. It's giving up the pawn though. Knight f5. Are they trying to say that my position justifies that pawn? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that does justify the pawn. It takes, take, whoa. I prefer e takes. It traps this guy. Is it because of this? Why is that considered good? Oh! I remember. This bishop is an excellent defender. I forgot all about that from my last game. Almost everything's defended just with those two pieces. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it's completely fine that he doesn't cover a lot of squares because he's a really good defender. He's not a good attacking bishop, but he is a good defending bishop. See, I always used to determine whether my bishops were good or not by the amount of squares that they cover. But that one game really taught me that the bishop on g7 or, b7, any of these squares, that is a powerful bishop. Man. Alright, that's good to know. But yeah, I took the other way. We got rook coming to e6. I could have played c5. But I put in the in-between move here. Queen goes to c3 is what I was thinking. Excuse me, he would have done. And then I play c5. Obviously this loses. Obviously this loses. I really like this idea. Rook takes f6. That's what they recommend the best move is for this guy. That's funny. That's pretty funny. He wins his pawn now. Although, yeah, when you have more pieces, or I'm sorry, when you're down material, you don't really want to exchange, so that's why it shows that it's better for me now. Yeah, well, that was a fun game. Glad I got the win. A little unfortunate I got it in the way that I did. But I think I'm once again one game off of my record, so I'll catch you next game. Hopefully I don't mess that one up like I did previously.